Welcome back to TPS. I'm Stephen J, and today we're going to look at how to revolutionize your life using Evernote, and we're going to concentrate on data entry and searching. Let's start this very simple look at Evernote by understanding the concept of how you get data into it. And the starting point is a note. You can enter a note and you can start typing. So for example, this might be research on owls. And I might be making notes. Burrowing owls sound like rattlesnakes. I just want to make a note that is going to remind me of something later on. So the whole point about Evernote is that at any point in time from anywhere within Evernote, I can do a search. And if, for example, we come back to the main home screen where I have hundreds of notes, and then I want to know about burrowing owls, then I can search on burrowing and I can find two notes about burrowing owls, one that I've just entered and the second which I entered some other time. Next, it's important to realize that we can group any of our notes together into handy notebooks. So each note belongs to a notebook. If I want to create a new notebook, I can add a notebook, for example, about owls. And at this stage, we'll make this private. We'll talk about sharing later. So now I have a notebook on owls, and I can start adding notes into owls by clicking on owls and adding another note. So more on my favorite topic. And so now I have a note inside of the burrowing owls notebook. So this allows you to group your notes in easily searchable ways. A lot of people will group their receipts into a receipt notebook. A lot of people might have photo albums with photos in them. Just sort them out in handy ways. Next, understand that you can create a concept called stacks, which is a way of grouping multiple notebooks together into a generic area. All you need to do to achieve it is drag and drop. So I'm putting owls on top of birds, making a bird stack. And similarly, I might do the same with falcons. So now you can see that within my birds stack, I have falcons and owls as well. So I'm grouping everything together. You get yet one more dimension for searching with the concept of tags. If we go to look at our research on owls note, we can click up here to add tags. And for example, we might consider that owls are also raptors. So we'll go in, we'll add those to the owls. I've also got one on peregrines, so I'll quickly add in raptors to peregrines as well. And at any point, I can search on tags. I can go and find tags and click on the tags as well. Next, it's time to use a standard feature in a lot of operating systems, particularly the Apple ones, for actually entering from voice. So straight from speech to text. Very cool feature. I'm going to look at the operating system on the Mac and open a system preference that is called Dictation and Speech. You'll notice in here that there's a radio button for switching on dictation, which is what will actually enable this. And also, if you ever want to use this and not be on a network, you need to use enhanced dictation. Check that checkbox and it will download a 1 GB app for being able to do this dictation offline. Back in my Evernote, all I need to do is hit the short key for entering from speech, which is the function key twice. Notice that there's an icon on the right side for the microphone, and you'll also notice that the system is typing for me. If we go into Evernote on my iPhone, a couple of things become obvious immediately. The first is that all of these notes are live in the iPhone, and we've only just created them on the Mac. So it's a complete sharing system between all your devices, wherever they are, provided, of course, they're on a network at that point in time. The second thing is, let's look at that same audio entry feature on the iPhone. Clicking on plus gives me the chance to create a new note. And on the iPhone, we're looking at this icon here. So clicking on that allows me to keep talking again, and we can see the audio unfolding as I go. The final piece of searching I want to show you is a really cool feature, and that is the ability to find a note based on where you located it, where you entered it. For example, you may have been in a restaurant and you remember that specific restaurant, where it was in the world, and the note, but you can't remember what you said. Go into the atlas, find all the various places you've been, click on this one's in Denmark, click on the place, view the notes, and there you have it, the ability to find the notes based on where you were.